you so much for joining us. Please do me a favor. Go to our page and like our page at the Jaye Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the Jaye Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Guys, listen, I hope that your year is off to an amazing start. Ooh. How's your year off to thus far?
It's been relaxed. After I left that, for those that work for unemployment, after I got fired, I've been feeling great.
Less stress.
Oh, honey, less stress. They've been calling. I've been just relaxing. Pop me a little Xanax at nighttime. I'm good to go. Smoke me a little, take me a little edible. Anybody needs some edibles, holler at your girl. Make me a little edible. I'm good to go. How about yourself, boo?
You know what? It has been really, really good. A lot of great things coming up. New vibes, new energy, it's a lot of good new things that are happening that, I can't wait to share. I don't want to speak too soon, but, fingers crossed everything works out, so we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But let's just say things are moving in the right direction in all areas, of my life. Everything is going really good. So everything. Before I forget, I want to say hi to my baby, my little baby. Hey, son, my 6-year-old baby. Let me tell you something, baby. She said, Auntie, can you make sure you say my name? Hey, my baby son, that's my 6-year-old kid from another mother, me and her like this. So that's my 6-year-old from another mother. So, hey, son, I love you. I hope that your mommy lets you. Well, you know what? You may not want to watch this. Don't listen. Show, but I told her to tune in Denise. So that she can hear me say her name. But again, everything is going good thus far. So hoping that, it continues to even get even better throughout the rest of the year. Guys, I hope that your year is off to a great start as well. So again, please do me a favor. Go to our page and like our page at the Jaye Spot. Follow us on Twitter at Jaye Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the Jaye Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled
Jaye
for all three. Listen, guys. Okay. Here's our first hot topic. Now,
jump into it. She just dived in.
Right. Now, listen. Now, let me ask you all this, and I want you all to be really honest about this question.
Oh, really?
Have you ever looked back on a relationship and you thought, man, I should have cheated on that something. Man, I should have cheated. Have you ever looked back on a relationship and just thought, I should have cheated? I should have. Oh, this raggedy something, this son of a, all kinds of son of a blessings. Listen, have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought, you know what, I should have cheated?
Because I already did it. I'm not going to be that one that shoulda, woulda, coulda. I'm not that type of one. I'm a type of, listen, I know, I see you like me, I like you. We start dating and I can smell the bull stuff coming out your mouth. I know you're lying. I feel it. I have a 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th sense, okay? I know. My little hoo-ha, she tells me, your ass done been in somebody else's. I can just feel it on your thing. The cell phone towels will tell me his behind is lying. He was over there with Shirley and not over there with his daddy like he lied to your ass and told you. I know these things. So once I suspect that you've cheated and I ask you and you keep lying, don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Just know, yes, I slept with him. That's all you need to know. And 9 times out of 10, I'm going to make sure it's going to be somebody good and somebody that looks better than you, got a bomb body better than you, can eat the monkey a whole lot better than you. And it might be somebody in your family. I'm that scandalous one.
No. The family member?
I might mess with his daddy. I'm just saying. Be like... And then me and your daddy gonna talk about you like I knew he was a bastard. So you knew you had. Well, his mama kept me from him. So she just had little bastards all over the place. So I knew he was a bastard. Shoot, I'm like, see, so yeah.
See, here's the thing. Like, I've never thought, look back and said, you know what, I should have cheated and all this and that. I've never thought like that. But what I have thought was, you know what, man, I should have left a long time ago. I should have just. I should have just left. When you see early warnings and things like...
You should have cheated.
No, I should have left. I'm not a cheater. I'm a leaver, but it's like, I should have left a lot sooner and not, try to be the dedicated, loyal person and try to, make things work and try to, because see, that's the thing about me is like, I tend to overextend my feelings and my caring, and I feel like I go above and beyond in relationships. So that's like when it's over with, then I'm like, okay, you know what? At least I gave this my all. Like I put my everything into it, and it's like now it's over. I'm at peace. Like I don't have to worry about, oh well, I could have did this more. I could have tried to, because once I've exhausted all of my possibilities, then that's it. But what I say is, let me exhaust my possibilities a little bit sooner instead of, letting it drag out and all this other stuff. And, I care. And, that's what I hate about myself sometimes. Sometimes that can be, my downfall is just caring too much, being too nice, being too, being what you say you want this type of person, but then when you get them, you think that it's too good to be true.
Mm-hmm.
You think that they own something because you own something. It's like, don't try to reverse your ish on me when it's you.
After a while, because you do get that one that, man, it just seems so good, too good to be true, because you've asked God to send you this man and woo 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 and this woman, and they finally, came, and then you start to be like, wait a minute, and then you start to look for things, and see, but their actions after a while will tell you, those suspicions will leave your head, because you see that no, everything that this person has been saying and doing is legit. So, but if it only stays in your mind is if everything that he says and doing, there's gaps in between, it's like, wait a minute, dude, you said this, but something, and then your inner self will say, girl, hell no, he lying, or dude, she lying, she is lying. So when that person does come, though, give them the benefit of the doubt, but also pay attention to everything too.
Right. And see, my thing is like, I trust people, like right off the bat. I'm going to trust you until you give me a reason not to trust you. And once I feel like I have the reason not to trust you, it's like, okay, I'm done. Now, I will say this, my intuition, can, cause me to, start getting the, listen, you may want to put your inspector, you may want to grab your inspector gadget gear, dust it off a little bit. It may be time to go ahead and do that because something just ain't right. Like I say, my intuition is so strong. Like, I've literally have been sleeping and it'll wake me up. Like, good sleep, not the situation, the person, the relationship is not on my mind. Wake up out of a sleep and it tells you, it's like it pinpoints exactly what's going on. And it's just like, okay, so what do you do? Do you react to this ish or do you just let it go? Now, back in the day, I was reacting and I was riding, babe. Listen, I'm telling you, let me find me a Thelma. I'm Thelma. Let me go find my Louise. And listen, we finna ride down. But now
you deliver.
I don't. Like I'm delivered because you can't get away like you used to. Plus you gotta listen. I knew them West Side streets, but all these other streets, I'm just like, man, I mess around and end up in the river some doggone well trying to get So no, it's just not that deep for me anyway. But no, I've never been in a situation, or I haven't looked back and said, I should have cheated. What I ain't trying to mess up my hoo-ha, putting all them mouths and bodies on them. I let them go up and do all that.
I ain't messing it up. You
ain't gonna mess it up.
But I straight be like, dude.
You like, listen, I ain't gonna say I should. I already done did it. I done got that out there. You reap what you sow, and you know what? Or revenge cheating. It's like, okay, so now you cheated, they cheated. So now you want to all of a sudden they want to get mad, because somebody, listen, when you know you doing wrong, you have a very accusatory spirit. Oh, well, you must be doing this, or you seeing somebody? Are you seeing somebody? What you asking me?
Now he start asking me that one. That tells me, okay, Not a problem. And that's going to tell me more and more now. I got to pay attention more and more because she probably already sent me a little sign or whatever of something. She didn't went dry, and when she shouldn't have went dry because I ain't at that age yet, to be going dry and stuff. I ain't premenopausal. I'm still good. So, and I drink plenty of water and stuff. So she's good and wet. So, why is she going dry? And when you ask me, what am I doing? Or you're asking me questions as if you're accusing me of cheating. So you basically telling me that you cheating or you want to cheat. Just let it all out. Is that what you want? What's her name? Come on, we got to go to the gym to see what she look like. What is it? So I know that you want to go smash old Sonia. I just let me know.
So it's like when you start feeling like that and thinking like that, it's like my thing is, I've never understood, like, why are we cheating? Like, what is the purpose of cheating? If you are not happy, leave. I mean, like, even married people, you can take a separation if you want. I mean, I don't understand. Like, cheating is, I just cannot stand a cheater because it's just like,
hi, you love me.
But I'm saying being in a relationship with a cheater, it just burns my drawers up because it's unnecessary. It's like, come on, man. Like, especially when you good and grown, it's just like, okay, so you haven't learned how to be honest and say, you know what? I'm not feeling it. Mm-hmm. Be grown enough to say that. I mean, it's like we grown enough to say and do everything else. We grown enough to sneak around and all this and that, but we're not grown enough to just have these exiting conversations. Or if, like I said, it don't even take a whole bunch. Listen, I don't want to do this anymore. At least say that.
Yeah, but that's too much.
But you go behind people's back, you play all these mind games, all this psychological crap for what? It's like we too old for this. So it's like, with that being said, playing the mind games and you thinking that you should cheat and now you know you ain't doing right. Now listen, in the midst of all of that, is it ever okay for a woman to have a little something on the side, have a little something, just in case friend on the side? Now listen, just in case that relationship ain't working right, because see, here's what you have to understand. Especially when you got a good woman, understand there's always somebody waiting to take your place.
Always.
That's what you got to understand. She may not be, somebody posted this post, she may not be entertaining him, but she knows who your replacement is.
That's true. It's already, we already there one step ahead. It's like, how you playing checkers, and I don't play chess too, but children do. And you be pow, pow, pow. You the dude that made one move, and you was like, for real? Down. She all over the board. She already got that figured out. She done watched you, saw all your little dumb mistakes. Like, oh, this is too easy. Okay, bet you if you do this, then I'm gonna go ahead and turn right. Since you're gonna turn left, I'm gonna turn right, and I'm gonna laugh at your ass in the middle.
It's like, and then you think, but it's like, so is that fair to say? Like, is it okay for a man or a woman in that case to have a side,
Insurance
have a side relationship? They're not really, it's not a side piece yet because they're not doing anything with that person. Okay. But if you keep showing your
emotional
end,
they could be the potential.
They're the runner-up. So you showing your end, you too busy, you tired, you this, you that, you never want to do anything with him. You always having girls' night out. You're too busy to do anything with her. You too busy to talk with her. Listen, she has that person as, hey, good afternoon, how's everything going? It's not an everyday thing. It's not. He has that. Hey, listen, I made a little something extra. Listen, you want it? That's fine. If you do, you don't. But it's nothing consistent. But it's enough to put a little ding, ding, ding. It's like they put a little reminder post-it note on you. Hey, don't forget about me. Nothing so much flirtatious, but it's out there in the air. Whereas, well, listen, let him mess up if he want to. Let her mess up if you want to. Let her mess up if she want to. And it's gonna go down. But again, it's nothing. It's not a side piece situation, because side pieces, y'all actively talking, y'all going out, y'all
How
getting to
you
know each.
doing? You could get away tonight. Okay, I'll be right. You know where to meet me. Meet
Right.
me at the Burger King over
And
there.
so this person that I'm describing for this particular situation, this is not them. They're not in that situation. They're not doing that. This is that just in case. And I think a lot of people have that just in case person. So it's just like, you know what, or they know who they are. So it's like once you deal with it and once you get over your little heart being broken and your little feelings being broken, then you know what? Let me give this person, hey stranger.
Because after a while you get tired.
Yep.
You get tired.
You get tired of being the good-hearted person. You get tired of just, you know, your feelings being hurt, you being tossed to the side, people taking advantage of you. So hopefully the person that is sitting on the sideline waiting their turn, hopefully they learn from the last person's mistakes and not come in and do the same bullish that this person that you've got out of a relationship with has done. But again, I don't particularly like that, because again, it's like, don't be scoping my man out like, okay, you know, that makes room for, like, if you do have a problem, then they're not willing to really work it out, because it's like, okay, they're like, man, you know what, I'm not gonna keep on going through this because you know what, I got my eye on something else. So why not take advantage of, you know, a fresh start and let me see what's over here. So I'm not really a big fan, but I do think that people do know who the replacement is. I think that the replacement is just.
I think, like I said, like you said, the females, I think they do.
Yeah.
I think guys, you know, it might go both ways too. You know, it might go both ways as well with that.
It's like, you know who could catch your eye. Like, man, if I wasn't in a relationship, that person right there, that's the person that you probably, you have people like that. And it's like, here's the thing. Let's be honest. If you're not careful, now that could turn into a situation, a real live situation that will break up your home and your relation. It will break it up if you have that person, if you know that person, like, man, if I went with old girl, oh man, I definitely see what's up. Or if I went with him, man, I definitely see what's up with dude. If you have those type of people in your life, be very, very careful of those type of situations, because you will make a mistake and fall on it, or he can make a mistake and fall in it. Is that possible? Is cheating,
you know,
a mistake, or
it's a choice? It's not a mistake, because you have a choice. Let me get to Maurice's comment first. I'd rather go ahead and come to an agreement of not seeing each other any longer than go through that. It goes hand in hand with how I feel about putting my hands on a woman. I feel like if I have to do that, then it's not. Then that's what she wants, then I don't need to be with you. When it comes to a cheating, a choice, or a mistake or accident or whatever, it's a choice. Like I was taught that you use yourself as the best example. So I remember I had gotten to it with my husband. I found out, he had cheated and stuff on me and stuff, and I was just so angry. And I had left, and he was trying to call me to figure out where I was at or whatever. And I told him I was at work. I just texted or whatever and was like, I'm at work, click. And then he knew I worked way on the north side somewhere. So, and I didn't work at nighttime. I worked in the daytime, but I left the house at night. But I had access to my job, so I could go anytime I wanted to. But so I get to a friend's house. He has a beautiful condo overlooking the lake. It's beautiful. There's a fireplace. It's beautiful. It's just him. He has a 1-bedroom condo. It's beautiful in his condo. And I told him what was going on and everything. And him and I had been friends for ages. And so we had never done, did we do something? We had done one thing like years prior before I had ever gotten married. So, he poured me some little liquor, and I'm just like, I'm ticked off and I'm emotional and I'm heartbroken and stuff. And he's, I'm drinking with him, and I hadn't had liquor at this time in like 4 years. So, it's just fresh all over again. And he's looking at me and I'm looking at him. He's like, well, what do you want to do about it? And so I'm laying on the Chase lounge and he's sitting on the floor next to me. And so I'm like, I said, I can't be like my husband. So it's time for me to go home. And so I didn't sleep with him that night.
Wow. And see now, so do you feel like you would have been justified because of because of your husband's actions?
No, I didn't feel like doing it. I didn't want to. I could have done it, and the person that I've been, I had been with him years prior, so he wasn't a bad lay. He was a good lay. He gonna do everything you need him to do. But I just didn't want to do that just to say that I'm getting back at him. I don't want to do that. If I'm going to sleep with you, I want to sleep with you not because I'm angry at somebody. It's because I want to do this.
Right.
And so, and I've done those things. I want to do this. Is what I'm going to do. But to do with the whole get back, after time for me, the get back will pop in. Like I've done the revengeful stuff over time of being fed up, being cheating on or whatever. I'm like, okay, you know what? Come here, little young thing. Let's help you out real quick.
And you know what? And like you said, cheating is definitely a choice, and you definitely make a decision to. Now, I understand how some people could think that, you know what, I just got caught up in situations like that, but you consciously made the decision to call that person up. You consciously made the decision to go over, to drive over. So it's like you consciously, even though you're emotional and you're upset and things of that nature, you still made the decision to, go to this person or to reach out to this person, because there was so many other people that you could have reached out to. You could have reached out to your best friend. You could have reached out to a sibling or, your girlfriend or your guy. You could have reached out to anybody, yet you chose to reach out to those arms that you knew that, you don't want to think about it in the forefront of your mind, but deep, and it's not really that deep down, but deep, you like, okay, well, if something happens, it happens because, he shouldn't have did what he did, or she shouldn't have did what she did. It happened. There is no it happened. So definitely, I mean,
it happens is a straight bunch of bullshit.
Right. I mean, it sounds nice to justify the situation, but it's like at the end of the day, it did not just happen.
It just happened. Like, it didn't just happen. I hate that. Like, I remember I was teaching a student, and I had adults at this time. I was teaching anatomy and physiology, and one of my students I just didn't care for him that much. He lied so much. He was just, but he was trying to be like sexual with, the female students, whatever. So that really ticked me off. And then he didn't have his work turned in like he needed to have it. So I told him after class I need to talk to him. So I'm talking to him, whatever. And we're having a heated conversation. And I'm getting more and more frustrated because he just is making all the biggest lies in the world on why he didn't have his stuff. And so he's trying to come back. And if this were a movie, then the next thing you see in a movie is after you have these two people fighting with one another, arguing, they lock eyes and they kiss, right? So I'm fussing at this dude and he looking at me and he's giving me that look that the dude gives the chick in a movie. And I was like, dude, this ain't no damn movie. We ain't about to do that. I need you to get yourself together. This is what I need. And he was like, oh, I just thought that Miss Heron. No, you didn't think that, sweetie. I ain't never give you that. No, this ain't it. Get your stuff together.
Right, get your out the gutter. Your like, hormones, you hide and but I'm on straight street.
So stuff doesn't you decide.
And again, as I said, I understand, and it's cute to, think, oh, it just happened. I was so emotional, all that bull junkie. That's cute and it's fine in its place. But at the end of the day, you do make a decision on if you're going to fall on that thing or fall in that thing. You've made that decision to fall there. So, hey, may the forces be with you and whatever happens after this. But it's no, oh, I made a mistake. I didn't mean to. Okay, so you mean to tell me between your pants coming off or your skirt coming off or unfamiliar hands being... Listen, it's too many things to trigger your mind.
But I get, you get caught in it.
I understand. You could get,
Girl, I remember last December. I was, and I put my I was a bad massage therapist that night. Last December,
Oh Lord.
I was already irritated with my dude. I was like, this dude up to something. So I told you I don't have regrets about cheating because I know you up to something. So it was the December before last, not this past one, but the one before that. And he had just basically played me to the left. I was like, bet, not a problem. I left, called some dude that was an ex of mine that I knew he liked my massage, but he was an ex, so we didn't already did some things. I was like, you still want that massage? He was like, yes. Bet. Went there, did the massage. And I'm a big girl, and he was a thin guy, and so I had dress clothes on. That night of the show was like the last Thursday, and I had dress clothes on, so I don't give massages in my dress clothes and stuff. So I was like, do you have a shirt and some shorts? I don't know why I said some shorts because he's about literally that big, I can change it to. He was like, oh, I got a t-shirt for you, but I don't have any shorts that you'll be comfortable in and stuff. I was like, yeah, because I can't get them past my thigh. Like, dang. So I do his massage. Bet I think everything is fine. I said, okay. He was like, oh, you missed the part on my neck right here. I was like, oh, I thought I got everything. So I started working on his neck or whatever, on how he had me. I was working on his front shoulders and I was above him.
So you were not using body mechanics whatsoever. So, you were not.
Because I'm facing him and he's facing me. And he's facing upward. And so I was working on something right there. And he grabbed them legs.
You all, let me tell you something. We both are massage therapists. So what she's describing, I don't know what kind of freak show she was over there doing, but she was not giving a massage.
I was doing this massage.
I ain't never getting no massage with somebody.
Cause I forgot. I was trying to, and he flipped real fast or something. I knew I was massaging. I was doing the massage properly. And he grabbed me, girl, and sat me on his face.
She went over there for that thing.
I didn't. I really didn't. It was a great night though, but I didn't. And I was like, you know what? And afterwards, I was like, that'd be 120. It was like, wait, what? I gave you a massage. I said, now that extra, that was on you.
Listen.
But I still did that massage. Now you at the cash, we'll go to the ATM, but I need my money.
Run that money.
He ran that money too. I got my money. Thank you.
Yeah, no. What she describing you all, that was not a massage. See, that's the evidence of a premeditated felling that thing.
That's what Jay Law said. He said, you trapped that dude with that massage. Hey, Jay Law.
Hey, Sean, how you doing? Hey, Larry, how you guys doing? J Law, he's saying that's hilarious. Listen, that she trapped this brother in that thing. You went over there for that. He fell right into
over
it.
There for some money. I like money, so
yeah.
And anybody who wants to massage me, I'm sorry, I don't do those.
I don't. Thank you for clarifying that. That was not right. See, was let you know that she went over there. She playing that thing.
Professional massage.
Got his face head all up.
He got his head.
I'm like, wait a minute.
He got his now. I could have left after I got the head. I could have left.
Like, wait a minute.
I was like, well, why stop here?
You're like, what kind of massage?
It was. It was a regular. I was working on his shoulders. And then
I'm like, your head's supposed to be down in the bolster.
I did it in his bed. Because I couldn't fit my table in his room, and the other room had another bed, and the other room had a bed in it. So I couldn't fit my table.
The more she incriminating
herself. So I was massaging. I can't remember how. I don't know if I was massaging like this. I just remember he had locked on him. I was like, yeah, that's what it was. I was on his back, and I was on him, but he was facing downward. He was facing towards the bed. And then he was like, oh, wait, it's not comfortable. Let me try to move. And
this is my humble hair, y'all.
Over. And when he flipped over, he looked and he grabbed my legs and then pulled them to his face. I was like, oh! And then he even was doing it while the panties was over. Then he pulled the panties to the side with his tongue. God, I couldn't stop that now.
Okay, so now let me just talk. I want to speak up for the massage therapist that, like myself, that we have never experienced that type of massage. So please don't think that that's the type of massage that
we don't get those massages.
Right. Those are not. So
that was an ex of my ex-boyfriend.
And that was premeditated.
It was not premeditated.
That was a planned fall on that thing because listen, this is one of the best massage therapists that I know. So that thing, that thing was planned.
It was
That because I know how spirit get when she get that unfamiliar spirit. All bets are off. You don't want. Listen, she died in. Hey, look. So that's not a real massage, but it was. Hey, what a way to get back. What a way.
It was a way.
What a way. Like, okay, well,
hallelujah.
What was I worried about? Nothing.
Nothing.
Not
honey,
nothing.
baby.
Listen, guys, we're gonna take a short musical break, and when we return, we're gonna get into some more hot topics. So please stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. You're listening to the Jaye Spot.
No, I'm not
we are
a hard
strengthening
man.
relationships and families, one conversation at a time.
And no, it doesn't take a lot to please me. I like my woman loyal and stays right by my side. Oh, yeah. She my Bonnie, I'm a Clyde, and always down to ride. Oh, yeah. Let's not get it twisted. She gotta be a freak too. A woman in the street, gotta throw up in the bed. Ain't no limitation. Yeah, we do it grown folks still know how to climb on top and they she ride it like a rodeo. Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, now that's my type for sure. She's saucy in bikinis, plus she bad and bougie. She gotta compliment my style, that's how I do it. I'm a true lover. It's gotta be something about her that I like. I'm a true lover. I need to feel something special when I stare in her eyes. I'm a true lover. I'm very picky when it comes to my life, but when I choose her, I'm a spoiler for life. Said it's not to choosing love. Now I can't stand the jealous side, cause I don't do the drama. Oh no, I'm a choosing. I'd rather make love to relieve that energy. Oh yeah, she gotta know exactly what love means. And when I show affection, she receives. I'm a guilty lover. Cause yeah, I got a lot to give, but I'm too grown to play the game. I don't even entertain. Please don't get it twisted. Take it to the bone. When she move her body, it just gotta turn me on. She just like a coke bottle, like an hourglass. Thicker than a snicker, gotta watch her when she has. Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, now that's my type for sure. She's saucy in bikinis, plus she bad and bougie. She gotta compliment my style, that's how I do it. I'm a true lover. It's gotta be something about her that I like. I'm a true lover. I need to feel something special when I stare in her eyes. I'm a true lover. I'm very picky when it comes to my life, but when I choose her, I'm a spoiler for life. It's not to choosing love. Are you the one that I've been searching for? The type of girl I visioned in my dreams, babe. Are you the one that makes me happy, so happy? Yeah. The one that makes my life feel so complete. Can you satisfy my sexual desires, baby? Baby, can you? And can you be the one that's always in my fantasy? Baby, can you? Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, now that's my type. She's saucy in bikinis, plus she bad and bougie. Gotta compliment my style, that's how I do it. I'm a true lover. It's gotta be something about her that I like. I'm a true lover. I need to feel something special when I stare in her eyes. I'm a true lover. I'm very picky when it comes to my life, but when I choose her, I'm a spoiler for life. Said it's not to choosing love.
Welcome back to the Jaye Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time. On IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Humble Jay.
Oh, God.
And sitting next to me, I have my co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling, sexy, simply author, actress, businesswoman, playwright, sex kitten. Hey, E, how you doing?
Great.
Good. Listen, you all, want to thank you so much for joining us. Please do me a favor, go to our page and like our page at the Jaye Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at Jaye Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the Jaye Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Guys, listen, thank you so much. Look, okay, I'm feeling a little humble today, you all. Listen, I have found me some humble hair, temporary. It's a temporary fix. I said, I got a little some, need to do a little something different. You know how sometimes you just get in that mood where you just I want to be fried. And that's how I was feeling. I was like, whoa, I can flash somebody. Oh, whoa,
better get y'all's dollars out.
Yes. So I am feeling really, really good. This year is off to an amazing start in all areas of my life. So I am really excited. I'm really thankful. So you know what? I say, you know what? Let me go find me some new hair for a little bit, for about 5 or 10 minutes, find a little new hair and express. As Auntie Patty said, I got a new attitude. I'm feeling good from my head to my shoes. That's how I feel.
That's how you feel.
That's how I feel. I'm bursting with energy on the inside. So, guys, again, thank you so much for joining us. Now, listen, guys, our pages. Listen, guys, I want to just send a straight shout out to Grown and Sexy Conversations with Jay, the Jaye Spot, Pillow Talk with Jay, 30 and Up Doing Us, Tyson Smith, Pit Life, the Real MVPs who are single, married, and divorced.
Urban Life, Urban Grind, and oh my goodness, Fabulous and 40 Nova Club, and oh my goodness.
Everybody that rock with us, everybody that allow us to post our comments, everybody that participates with us, we thank you guys so much because you guys give us so much energy, so many ideas, so many things to talk about, and then y'all start tripping. So let me tell you some of this bull junkie that y'all was tripping on this week in Grown and Sexy Conversations with Jay. So our next hot topic is, can a person's social media influence your decision on whether or not you will date them or have some type of relationship with them? Can their social media presence influence you one way or the other and let you know what, I want to deal with him, or I want to deal with her, or I don't want to deal with him, or I don't want to deal with her? Can a person's social media influence your decision on whether or not you want to deal with that person? And then also the flip side to that is also, if a person had a social media, are you intimidated by a person's social media? Maybe they got a little buzz going on social media. Are you intimidated by a person's social media presence? And also if their social media life can, influence your decision on whether or not to date them. What about for you, E? Does a person's social media activity, does that have any, bearing on your decision to deal with them or not?
Yeah, I'm like, it all depends. I look at their posts. If their post is just so controversial, their posts are constantly controversial and everything, I don't want to be bothered. It may influence me or whatever, but it all depends on what the posts are. If it's so sexual, it'll turn me off. So it is that what they post on social media, because that's either what you really aspire to be, the person that you've created, that persona that either is really you, what you aspire to be. It's one of the two. It's not the negative side of you that is just always hateful to the other. No, it's either really you or what you aspire to be. So yeah, it's going to deter me whether or not to date you or not date you.
See, the thing that for social media for me is, if I didn't need to be on social media for working the show and things of that nature, I probably 9 times out of 10 in real life, I would not be on social media like that. So I just feel like a person that's on social media all the time and you're not doing anything, like you don't have to be on there like working or anything like that, then, I kind of look at that. But I guess my biggest thing is, are you a social media whore? Are you whoring around in the social media inboxes? I mean, it's like, is that what you're on social media to do. Are you on social media picking people up, or is that what your MO is? I guess that would be my thing. And then if you like to piggyback on what you said, E, if you're posting all this negative stuff, and are you just a drama king or a drama queen? If that's what you're doing on social media, that's something that I choose not to, to deal with, because it's just not that serious, especially if that's who you really are. And then with me, social media, like it's kind of a, it's kind of tricky, because I'm on social media because I'm working. So like, we got a lot of stuff going on the social media. So the flip side with that would be is you got to be confident in who you are, and just know, get to know, forget about this social media, what's going on social media. Once you meet me and you really know who I am, you know who I am versus what's going on for work. And if you don't, then that means that you never, you don't know me.
No, this is me. If you see me, the social media, even my social media, that's me on social media, because I'm rarely on there. When I'm on there, it's, to post something or probably do some cooking, or, do what we do here at the Jaye Spot. But, what I post on social media, that's me. Even how we act on the show and stuff, that's me all day. Oh my God. And I tell guys, if you want to get to know me, watch the Jaye Spot. That's going to be me, cut and dry. Don't, think you've met me or you see me at work, whatever. And that's E, that's right. Her. No, that's who I got to be at work, because they pay me to act nice to people and stuff. So I have to be a certain way.
And see, and I said, you know what? When you see me on the show, like, that's a lot of times it's not me. Like, I'm a different person, reserved. Definitely more. So it's just like, I can get out of my shell. I come from a big family. So, my family we can get with it, so we got, but my dominant, Lord, please don't let nobody call the people on me and try to give me a prescription. I got enough going on. But my dominant personality is more, laid back and more reserved. So anybody that knows me know that this, oh, dang, does she not really like that? Like, oh, okay, I thought she was. No, I'm not. I'm just like, naturally, as I tell my son, I just want to sit back, drink my coffee, and man my own business.
Warm milk with a drop of coffee.
If your coffee is not light like this, you living your life the wrong way.
Oh my God! Do you see how light that is?
Not light.
That's like eggshell.
You're living your life the wrong way, and I cannot deal with you, okay, at all. You just doing life totally wrong if your coffee not like this. If you got that dark coffee, you living wrong. And my spirit don't vibe with you.
It don't vibe with
it don't vibe with nobody that drink dark coffee like that.
Really?
It don't. It don't. Which will lead to our next hot topic. So you meet a guy, you guys are vibing. He's like, man, listen.
Vibe.
I want to take you out, let's go out to dinner, want to take you out and, talk to you a little bit more and get to know you a little bit more.
Okay.
So you guys go out, have a great time.
Delicious.
And then at the end of the night, the check comes.
Yes.
He doesn't reach for it.
The hell?
His all of a sudden, you've seen his hands all night on the table.
I didn't come
with a purse. Once that check come, his hands disappear.
Oh, I didn't come with a purse.
He doesn't say anything. What do? So you're looking like, okay. And he was like, oh, I don't pay for first dates like that.
Oh, well, I didn't come with a purse.
So how do you handle that? Would you get upset? How would you handle a situation? Ladies, he asked you out on a date. And again, the date was going great. At the end of the night, the check comes. Hands disappears, and he simply says, you know what? I don't pay for first dates, but I got you on the next date. Really? How do you handle that?
Oh,
and fellas, would you ever do something like that? Would you ever take a woman out and tell her at the date that you're not going to pay? You don't pay for the first date, but you got her on the next date. How would you handle that?
Gosh, wait, I'll be right back. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Go to the bathroom. Jay, can you come up here and come get me?
I'm gonna tell you. Listen, that Uber is out there. It's a
Okay,
red Sonata out there with your name.
Okay, bet. Thank you so much, girl. Let me go here.
Like it's a red Sonata out there with your name on it.
Too. This is a motherfucker. So I'm okay. Yeah, you lost. It won't be a second. Don't even worry about the damn second. Don't even worry about it, because you gonna pay for that first date.
And see, now here's the thing, fellas. Before y'all get all up in y'all, because here's the thing. It's the first date. What they say?
That coffee felt in paper bag test got with him, aka
J-Law, you can get up off my coffee, okay? Because this is if you're not doing it. Listen, if y'all not doing it like this, you living your life the wrong way. This is how I drink my coffee, like this all the time. That's why I can't send it. That's why I can't send people to get my coffee, because I know I have to taste it. I be like, now can you put a little bit of. Well, now since it's COVID, they got to give you your own stuff and you mix it. So I just mix my own stuff and just have it.
It matches the wall, and the wall is like a 2 shades after eggshell, and like 20 shades before 10.
This is how I drink it. So again, if you're not doing it right, that's why I never get mad when people. Like when people break up with you, like I can't get mad. I'm like, you don't have good taste. Everybody has different taste. Like this is the way I drink my coffee. Everybody don't drink their coffee like that. It may be nasty to you, but it rocks and it's good to me. And that's all that matters. And so that's how I feel when people be like, okay, well, you know what? You ain't really my cup of tea. That's, not offensive whatsoever. But back to this bull junkie with splitting the tab I would pay for it and I would leave. There's no need for you to say good night. There's no need for you to, I'll call you. Can I call? There's no, listen, I'm going to pay for the whole thing. And then I'm going to simply go as I'm paying and I'm waiting for the waiter to bring my credit card back. My Uber will be outside waiting for me to take me back home. And when you want to know why there will be no second date, here's why. We're too old for these games. Mm-hmm. It's the first date. Clearly, I don't need your money. I don't need you to take me out for a meal. Oh, this is just a free meal. If you felt I was that type of woman, why take me out? If you feel like that I'm the type of woman that's coming out for you, that needs you to take me out to get a meal, why are you sitting here with me?
That kills.
That's the thing about it. It's just like, oh, well, I got you on the first date. I just want to make sure that you ain't coming for the meal. If you thought that why? Why, if you thought that, if that's the way you go around thinking, then listen, you got the wrong one. I don't care if it's the upscale. Listen, I can afford to take myself to eat just about anywhere I want to go eat. I can do it by myself. I don't need, nobody to go, oh, well, she wouldn't have had this experience if it wasn't for me. That's not true. Exactly. I just so happen to enjoy your company. I enjoy, and I thought that you enjoyed talking to me, but clearly this was a test to see if I was going to pay a bill. And unfortunately, you missed out on a real one because of your manhood mannerisms. Got you messed up. You done got played by the wrong one time too many, because your choice in women is jacked up. So now you all scarred and bitter, and now you don't know how to date and entertain a real woman that is not after anything that you have. And it's like, we have to stop that. We got to stop being so bitter and beat up by life that we're taking out all of our past pains and past relationship fails, and we're taking that out on the new people that we come in contact with. You call yourself being cautious. No, you still haven't healed. You, sir, still have not healed. If you're still carrying around and you're checking off your checklist, let me see, she wanted me to pay for this. I took her here. I took her there.
Golly, that would just work a nerve.
Listen, I'm good, sir. I'm good. You may find somebody else, that you don't feel like you have to keep tabs and keep check marks on. And for those that say, well, if you got it, then why can't you pay for the date? Because he's a man and he asked me, and I believe in being courted. That's just the way my people raised me that way. And I'm sorry. Oh, it's the 21st century. if I want to go about the 21st century guidelines, guess what? I'm going to eat by myself. I don't mind getting a little booth or sitting at the bar and eating by myself wherever it is that I want to go. I don't mind. So if you're doing this, you could be missing out on a good woman. Again, any woman that you feel like you got to do this to, you probably shouldn't be going out with her if you feel like that. If you feel like, oh, well, she just want a meal. Because listen, fellas, I will be honest. There are women out there like that just go out to get a meal. Oh, man, please do finna take me out here and I'm finna do that. You do have them like that, but here's the thing. That's why you have to talk to them beforehand and see where they at, see where the conversation is, see if it's even worth going out on a date, see if it's even worth you taking her out. Because if it's not, then, move on to the next phase. But if you taking her, because, man, her body bad, I'm just trying to, so now you're going to take her out. Then you're going to expect her to pay for the meal. And then you still think that you're going to get between some legs. What kind of...
trying to get that Jaye Spot.
The devil. You can swipe that card as many times as you want to, sugar. That does not... Your credit card does not grant access to... swipe, ding, leg open. The devil is... The devil has lied 12,000 times. I can go swipe my own card and keep my legs closed. I ain't got to worry about... he's going to do this for me.
I just want to tap it just a little bit. I just want to get the Jaye Spot just one time.
And it's like, the thing is, I guess maybe I got it wrong because, first of all these lavish dinners and everything, they're cool in their place. Don't get me wrong. But I don't drink. My favorite meal, to be honest, is breakfast. Because I love...
Oh, God.
You guys, when I tell you...
omelet. You know when you go to restaurants and they give you like oversized foods and stuff, y'all be, y'all look at me and be like, eat, let's be real, you really eat. I do eat, but not this one, this big, huge, and then
the balls.
It's a boss, all right. It's like damn exact. So, and she putting not a few leaves of spinach, the whole bag. I'll just be sitting back watching like, and you go, and she really loves breakfast because I'm not the type that's going to reheat my eggs, whatever, later, whatever. I'm just, this one, she done made this big thing. She can't sit back and eat the whole thing in one sitting. No. But she's going to section off her little triangle, eat that triangle, eat another, come back, later on that day, whatever, eat it. I be like, oh my God.
And here's the thing. I'm like, people think like men look at me and like would think that, she want all of this. I'm really I'm simple, yet I'm kind of complicated when it comes to because if you don't get this right, then we're not going to be able to deal with each other. Mm-hmm. So, but as far as the dinners and stuff like that, I more so like to go for the conversation and for the ambiance. But as far as I'm not a steak person, I can do without all of that. So it's like I just go for the conversation and just to see what type of man that he is. But it's like I'm not going out, oh, he taking me here, girl, I'm gonna go here and there. I can care less.
Control.
I'm like, I can care less because it's 9 times out of 10, it's too late for me to drink coffee. And they have that thick devil's brew, which I will never order. They bring the little 3 packs of cream and you leave out of that. Baby, I have a headache about this big. So breakfast.
I'm gonna make you some coffee.
It's breakfast for me. So if you have that type of woman though, like screen them out and don't take them. If you feel like that's what she wants, then let her find the next, something to take her out and get her, something to eat. But if you a man, come on, like on man code, like
y'all take her out and pay, let's just be real.
What J Law, he's saying, I'm talking to the woman first. It is never a surprise. Hey Tasha, how you doing? So again, if he would have said that up front, and then it's like, that you bogus, that you are some, because why you wait till the end of the day? You already know that it's already, naturally assumed. And I guess that's what happens when you assume, you make of you and me. But come on, you asked her out, so why not pay for it? Or if you had a problem with, or if you don't pay for a first date, if you're talking to her, why not let that be a part of your conversation before you ask, when you're asking her out? So, like, listen, now, would it be a problem? I don't really pay on first dates. It's not you personally.
You let me know.
It's just something that I go by. Let her know that up front. But see, you do it on the spot, some old tricky, toxic, some toxic scorn, diary of a mad dude type stuff that you got going on. Because they say diary of a mad black woman, diary of a mad toxic dude.
I thought you said diarrhea of a mad toxic dude. I'm like, ooh.
No, diary of a mad toxic dude. That's what it is. It don't matter what color you are. That's some diary of a mad toxic dude type stuff. When you do that behind the scenes, like, do it up front. That's the whole thing about it. Like, I can respect you, whatever it is, whatever your dating principles are, whatever it is, be upfront with me. Like, don't go through all the motions and all the bullish and then pull it out. Oh, I'm like this. Oh, get your Kermit the... No, sir, we're not going to do that. No, sir, we're not doing that. So again, if that's your dating principle, I don't pay for first dates, but I got you on the next one. Let that ish be known up front. You're going to let it be known up front that you're trying to do the horizontal mambo, aren't you? You're going to be letting that be known all through
girl, it's so sexy. I like it. When you got that little nail polish or just want to lick on right now. She's showing a little bit.
Right there,
is that a peekaboo shirt for me?
Yeah. Got them lips just pop. Just
popping
like
out.
Ooh, them thighs right there, man.
Thicker than
thighs.
A
Woo. I bet you them thighs warm. So you don't mind saying all that bullish before the check comes. All that's being said. But you're too wormy and wimpish to say, oh, well, I want you to pay for the day beforehand. Hey, put it out there. Yeah. Put it out there. And again, I'm not saying there are not women out there that's not going to go just for the free meal, but you have to do your due diligence and screen beforehand. Beloved. You guys, listen, we're going to take a short musical break. And when we return, we have some more hot topics to get in. So please stay tuned. You're listening to the Jaye Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time.
Felt like we were on the same page. Led me to believe we'd be together someday. From FaceTime calling the dates, you play Prince Charming, yeah. I'm in too deep, my feelings keep getting stronger. Is it all in my head? Your actions showing me different. Don't expect me to be faithful without commitment. You talk to who you want while my heart's involved. I'm sick of not your one and only. It's really killing me that with you I gotta share. I don't like what you do to me, baby. Why can't you be fair? Me only, we've discussed this. Let's just stop wasting each other's time. Let's stop wasting each other's time. You know and I know this don't even feel right. Do you even love me? Your actions not showing me. I don't like what you do to me, baby. Why can't you be fair? Me only, we've discussed this. Let's just stop wasting each other's time. Let's stop wasting each other's time. Let's stop wasting each other's time.
Welcome back to the Jaye Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. I'm your host, Jaye. And sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling, sexy, simply E, author, actress, businesswoman, playwright, sex kitten. Hey E, how you doing?
You forgot Baker. If you want some edibles.
Oh no,
girl.
no.
Yes,
no,
honey,
no,
yes.
I can't. Guys, listen, thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor. Go to our page and like our page at the Jaye Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at Jaye Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the Jaye Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Guys, this is Jay with the new hair, humbled hair, sitting in for Jay with the saucy hair. You know, she is on vacation until the week after next. She will be back. But in the meantime, you have humble Jay. You know, this hair makes me feel humble. See, this is the sweet, innocent me. So, you know, whenever this is how I feel.
Who you lying to like that?
On the inside, this is the nice, innocent, you know. This is humble Jay. You know, that other one with that short hair, I don't know, you may want to keep your eye on that one right there, you know. But me, you can pretty much trust me. You know, don't I have the face of a person that you can trust? Don't I look like a school teacher? You know, so this is where I am right now. But guys, listen, thank you so much for tuning in. The next hot topic, you all listen. I have been struggling, okay? I have been struggling all week with these comments, with these hot topics. And you all, I know that you all are going to help me get it right, okay? But you're going to help me get it right. Now, here's the thing. Some of you all have been really, fellas, first of all, before I do this hot topic, how y'all doing tonight? What's on y'all mind? Because I feel like a lot of men have some things that they want to get off their chest about the sisters. It's some things. So what's some things that you want to get off of your chest about the sisters' behaviors? Because, you know, these posts, the reason why I say that is because some of you all are kind of worrying me with these posts because y'all getting I don't know. I don't know about it. It's like y'all getting a little in y'all feelings with these posts. So if it's something that you guys want to E and I to address for you all, please put it in the comments and we'll do our best to tackle what it is, because I don't want to have to get back to the point where we were years ago, and I'm gonna have to start inboxing some of y'all and asking y'all, where should I send your Victoria's Secret gift card to? Because you're doing too much. It's like, listen, you want boy shorts or you want thongs? Because
I like a little thong sometimes.
Some of you doing a little bit too much. And I'll give you an idea of a comment that was made from somebody that was just doing a little bit too much. This comment, and let me know what you guys think about the comment, but I felt like, you know what? You're doing a little bit too much. The comment goes like this. Some women are single because of how their kids act. That's very interesting. So, how is it that she's single because how the kids act, but you're not single because they act how they act? Which means that what? You're not doing nothing.
You aren't doing nothing either.
Oh, okay. She's single because of the kids, how the kids act. But what about the father? So now, what does the kids' behavior have nothing to do with the father's input? Oh, wow. Yeah, that means what? So what you telling us is that your kids, their behavior is 100% on the mother. That it's not a good look. If it's a conversation that you want to have, a sidebar conversation, we can help you out with that. But let's refrain from making statements like that, because first of all, it's just not a good look. I mean, again, it makes me feel like, you know what? Let me send them some feminine products, because you know, this is just one of those type of things. Oh, well, she's single. Listen, there are a lot of reasons
why she's
single. And here's the thing. When you ask that question, if people ask you, why are you single? What do you want? What would
I'm
be
single,
what is an appropriate answer?
Because he dumped me. That's what you want me to say? She dumped me. That's why I'm single. Oh, raggedy about bitch. That's what I mean. It's like,
is there even an appropriate answer? Like, people be like, oh my God, you're so cute. Oh, you're so cute and you're single. You must be crazy. Oh, okay. Well, what about I just can't find a good dude? Or I'm finding dudes that just be playing games. Why something got to be wrong
with you? Well, I am actually crazy, but something's got to be wrong with you. I mean, kind of madness is that?
So, ladies, do you ever get that if people ask you, why are you single? And then and then they'll follow it up with, because you're cute, you must be crazy.
No. Did you talk to my doctor? Cause no.
Like, who you talking to? Who been spreading all these vicious? Who's been spreading all these vicious lies? It's just lies, I tell you, lies. So how do you answer that question when somebody tells you that? Like, oh man, you're cute. You're too cute to be single. Why are you single? You must be crazy.
I've never got told you must be crazy routine.
I have.
I've not. I've never got. I usually be the ones to tell them I'm a little crazy, but I've never got told that. But I've told you too cute to be single routine, and I'm like, and I've never understood that either. You know, but I'll flip it too, because I've said that to some dudes, like, damn. Then when I think you cute, you single. Oh, you a hoe. Right. It's different with guys and girls. When we think that you so fine, why you single and stuff, you know, and you come with that, I just want to be single. Oh, you just a hoe. You just want to be out there hoeing. But when females, you ask us why we single, we actually just want to be single. Most of the time, we just want to be single. And y'all asses think we too damn ugly or some shit. Or why we just can't find somebody. I'm sorry.
Or you can't
we can't find nobody.
Like I said, or they feel like you crazy or something.
Crazy. No, we just want to be single. Dang.
It's like sometimes it just depends. First of all, it just depends on when you meet them. Like at what season? At what season in their life that you've met them.
I just told Henry you like 2 seconds ago, and here you come along, not knowing that I just did that. And now you want to try to pick up some pieces that you don't even know nothing of yet, right. You know? And I'm like, maybe I'm mean mugging because I just finished fighting with this idiot, but that don't mean that I'm mean mugging because I'm single, I'm crazy, whatever. I'm just going through something, and I'm single because I don't want to be ready. I'm not ready.
You're not ready. You know? Exactly. So it's just like, it depends on that, you know, that the season in which you are, you know, inquiring about her status. I mean, it could be she's fresh off of a breakup. It could be she's in her in her moment of, you know what, I just want to be single. I'm single. And here's the thing. People feel like, oh, that is an excuse. Don't nobody want to be single. Well, yeah, some people would rather be single than deal with all of the bull junkie. It's just like, sometimes you just get so tired where you got to put yourself on a relationship time out, because some people are just on so much ish, and it's like, you've been so good, and it's like, man, I'm good. Let me sit this one out. Coach, bench me. Put me on a bench.
Take me out the game,
sideline me, coach, right now for a minute. I need a minute to get it together. It's not that you mad or anything. You just want to take a time out, because here's the thing. To be honest, sometimes you have to detox from relationships, from dating, because if you don't, then you're going to take in bad habits of dating, such as, oh, well, you're a man and you wait until you get to the date to tell her you don't believe in paying for the dates. Listen, you sir need a detox. You need to detox from dating for a while. Keep your little ducats in your pocket until you're able to let those past situations be those past situations and move on. You sis may need to take a time out if, you thinking that I can't say everybody, because, they do 9 times out of 10, most of them. Listen, you just trying to get some sweet thing. That's all it is, But again, you can't assume that that's what everybody is like. You got to sometimes, if you're thinking of all these negative things coming up, when you're dating and dealing with somebody, maybe take a time out. It's okay. So it's okay to just be single and just, regroup. especially if you've just gotten out of a relationship or you've just gotten out of dating somebody and it wasn't the best situation and they did some crazy, twisted stuff. You gotta take them, you gotta just take a minute and just relax and, brush that ish off, brush that ish off your shoulders and then go into the next situation with a clear, free mind and a free. My tongue done got twisted from a coffee.
High, but
my friend. That's my tongue got tongue tied. My tongue got tongue tied. But a fresh, free conscience after just detoxing. Because again, we too old in the game to be holding on to all of this ish. As the old folks said, listen, you got more time behind you than you got in front of you. So are you going to continuously waste your good breath and your good years on playing these type of crazy games? Now we got Tasha. She's saying, oh, hold on. Okay. Tasha, she said, Sister J Vance, I had a guy ask me that last year around February that was trying to talk to me and I got offended. I had to tell him it has absolutely nothing to do with looks, period. I told him that a lot of wrong guys had approached me. And when I find out they are not the right ones for me. And when I see the red flags, I move on. Absolutely. It's just like, it's too much. Like, it's too many. First of all, it's too many people that's out here that's still playing games, like good and grown people. I was so excited. I'm just like, man, I think that like older men, like, oh man, they're gonna be on the up and up. Like they're not gonna be like the guys in their 20s, but some of them still are, or some of them are even worse than, dealing with the guys when you're dealing with somebody in their 20s. It's like you can expect certain things, 20s, 30s, going through the ranks, but then it's like when you get to the more seasoned, more mature men, you expect something different. I'm like, oh my God, yeah. But then it's like, oh my God, like, okay, we're still dealing with the 20-ish, kind of mindset. And they say women mature a lot faster, but it's just so many games that people play, which is sometimes why you have to be single. So when I'm asked that, I'm just like, you know what? I'm in my detox phase. I just don't, and I think I probably spend a lot of time there. I don't want to be bothered stage, because I'm real good for that. It's like if things are not going on right the way I want them to in other aspects of my life, it affects me. It affects how I want to deal with dating. If I got some issues business-wise or in my family, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to date. I'm not interested in sitting up in your face pretending like I'm not interested. Just not interested right now. It's not, I'm like don't take it personal. It's just not a good time. It's not a good time. Well, when will be a good time? Well, I don't know, but right now it's not. And I get like that sometimes. I have people trying to hook me up.
Really, I should hook you up.
Please don't.
Yeah,
please don't. I don't want to be. I don't want to be hooked up. I just right now, as I said, things are going really well for me, and I like where I am, and I don't want anybody coming to disturb my groove. So again, it's like if you in that space, if you single for whatever reason it is, be single. You too cute. You single, you too single. Listen, whatever you want to say. That's what I do on it, beloved. That's all I do.
I'm gonna hook you up with one of my good friends.
No, you're not. I'm not. No, you're not.
Your payback is about. I owe you this.
I
owe you this.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
I
did not.
I remember what you.
So I'm single, and I just, I enjoy it. I'm enjoying my time because I need it. I'm like, you know what? Right now, just a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, a lot of new, fresh things, exciting things that are going on. So, I'm just like, a lot of exciting things are going on. So I'm like, you know what? Whatever. This right here. So let's just say I'll keep you guys posted. but it's some lot of good, fresh energy, which, help inspire the little humble hair. I got my little, no, I don't do young.
Oh, she got a little maturity.
But again, if you're single for whatever reason, own it. I mean, if you are crazy, just tell people,
I'm my crazy. Yes.
I'm crazy. I'm like, listen, okay. Listen, there is Dr. Lewinsky has been looking for me since 2018, and I got away good last year, because it was 2020 with COVID. They may catch up with me though this year.
Go to the doctor, when it's time for my weekly visit, my yearly visit.
I'm scared they're not gonna let me out though. That's the whole thing.
You go voluntarily, like you bring yourself there with me.
They'll let you out.
Yeah, you can leave whenever you want.
They're not gonna let me out. I already know they're not gonna let me out. So that's the thing about it. That's the thing. They're not gonna let me out. I already know. As soon as I start talking, they're gonna be like,
"You can stay a little."
As soon as I start talking, they're gonna be like, yeah, can you get room 320? No, make that room 1121. Can you get that?
We're on the 12th together.
Can you get that? Can you get that room ready? And you know what, as a matter of fact, just go ahead and put it now. Let me see, her insurance says 21 days. Okay, so we'll start off for 7 days this time. Like, wait a minute, the heck, 7 days?
They bring your food to you, 3 meals.
I just came to talk to you, and now you trying to give me. So I'm not ready. So I know that they're looking for me. I do know this. I do, and I'll talk to them when I'm good and doggone ready. But right now, I'm not ready. But it's like, if you're crazy, own your craziness. Don't listen. Especially, listen, ladies. Okay, I'm talking, because it be some of us sometimes. Especially if you got that real bad crazy. Don't listen, because I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of our crazy is too much for these men. It's too much for them to handle. You can't go acting like you a saint and all this and that. Now, really good and doggone well, you got the street walkers, and you a street walker, and it's all up and through you, but you finna sit up here and try to act like you just the nice, good girl, because that's what he said he wanted. No, you can't. Listen, do not do that brother like that. Do not do that brother like that. And if you know that you listen, okay, I'm putting it out there today. It's the coffee. If you know you bipolar and you got some stuff going on, listen, your elevator don't go all the way up to the top.
They don't be knowing they bipolar. That's the thing with bipolarism. They don't be knowing they bipolar.
Listen, I know some of them that take that medication. Listen, you scare me, okay? I'm gonna tell you, you're a woman and we're cool, but you scare me. So I understand how a man may feel when he like, whoa, wait, what?
That's scary.
No, I know some they listen. That Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I don't know if you've ever dealt with the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type person, but you know what? Listen, those are some scary folk to be around. So you gotta listen. It's certain things you gotta let these folks know. Now listen, I'm gonna tell you this. You may unfriend us, you may unfollow us, but it's something. Look, there's some of y'all in the group. Now I love you, but I'm gonna tell you, some of y'all listen. That elevator does not go all the way up to the top. And I've never had a personal conversation with you, but just based upon the things that you say, and you say the same things on a consistent basis, sugar,
it's okay.
I'm kind of worried about you. Like, how is it everybody on social media jealous of how you look? Every post that they make, they think it's somebody jealous of them. Now listen, sugar, now I don't know, but it's like
they look cute. That'd be the ones.
I'm just saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Oh, that's but like it's Jim Rose hair is in his scalp way somewhere gone.
But it's just like sometimes it's just like, it's okay. And I feel like they don't have people that'll tell them like, man, sugar, you sure you don't want to talk to somebody?
No, you bet. Don't be the one. No,
it's like every other sentence they trying to be like, wait, like what? I'm like, girl, did you take your prescription? Did you take your prescription today, sis? Is everything okay? Like, do you need to talk to somebody?
Yes, they need to talk to somebody. Yes, I told you the ugly dude that tried to talk mess about me because I'm a big girl. I'm like, dude, I'll be skinny before you get them teeth fixed up in your mouth. And then like all on his posts, he just posing like, dude, okay, if you take the shades off, if you take the hat off, you look like it's like real. No. So
and I'm all for being confident. I'm not saying you are supposed to be confident. You are supposed to know that you are the end all be all. You are the show shot. You are the shine, baby. You're supposed to know this. You're supposed to know this. But just understand this. Everybody may not feel that you the show shot or you the shine. And it don't matter what they think. As long as you think it. But don't be sitting up there thinking that everybody against you because you the show shot and you the shine. That part right there, that's where you probably got to go back and, just make sure that elevator ain't, because, I'm going to tell y'all a little secret. My elevator gets stuck between the basement and the first floor, and it be making it, it gets stuck. And then sometimes it won't move. So for those of us we struggle, understand when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me as well. Not in regards to me thinking that everybody's trying that, but I got other reasons why my elevator and I be trying to push the button to make it move, but
she don't be trying to push the button. She look at the button and with her mind and think that it will push in.
This is very true.
But it doesn't.
This is very true. But stop thinking that, you people that have never met you, they just trying to be like me, and them voices, that's where it started off at. See, that's where that bipolar, listen, mental illness is real, okay? Mental illness is real. And listen, I grew up in a household with somebody that talked to a person in the light bulb. I ain't seen the lady in the light bulb yet.
I see the roach.
So what I'm saying to you is, I'm not throwing no stones, because I come from a long line of crazy. Listen, they waiting. Listen, I promise you, if I ever step foot in them, it's going to be a long, good while before you all see me again. I can promise, I can guarantee you that. I step foot in there, they not letting me out. Mm-hmm. They got the white jacket with the room with no window,
I saw that
just for me.
And the room is padded now.
It truly is.
See, I told them to reserve that for Jack.
They got it for me. So that's why I'm taking my time, to go in there, because it's real. But what do we got? We have J Law. He said, I had to debrief from my last relationship because that breakup opened me up to a lot of depression where I am from. Women just want to be in a relationship regardless how mentally fit a man. Oh, so true. A man is. I spent a year in counseling and I am grateful for it. I released my crazy. J Law, I'm so glad that you said that. Thank you so much for saying that, because people don't think that this is real. Like, man, some of these people can mess you up from dating. I mean, especially, listen, you loving these people and they dog you out for no reason whatsoever. They're justified in their own mind for how they treated you. They don't acknowledge some people won't acknowledge your feelings. They won't acknowledge what they did to you. But here's the deal. It doesn't matter whether they acknowledged it or not. If you went through it, it's your truth. And if you know that ish that a person put you through is too much for you to deal with on your own, J Law, I commend you. You have to talk to somebody, because sometimes, listen, these people will cut you so, man, it can be hard to come back from some of these relationships. So stop expecting people to just be able to be after a relationship.
It's over, yeah.
Because you're not always okay. And people, that's the thing about today's society. We got to be hard about everything. We got to act like nothing affected us. Oh, like, your heart. So, man, you was with this lady for 2 years. You don't have no feeling after breaking up with her.
Yeah.
If somebody tell me that they was with somebody and they were in a relationship and they said that they loved them and they professed they love for each other, and you're not affected by that relationship, that breakup, I'm gonna have to stay away from you.
You serial killer.
I'm gonna have to stay away from you, because something is wrong. If you spent 3 years of your life with somebody and you're not affected, by the breakup, especially if it wasn't your doing and you're not affected by it.
Even when it is your doing, it's still going to affect you.
Right.
So you should be affected by it. If you're not affected by it, you're a cold, heartless bastard.
And it's some mental illness, it's some mental issues going on that definitely need to be addressed. So again, if you've been in a relationship or you're going through a divorce or a breakup and you feel like it's too much, it's okay to reach out and talk to somebody. And sometimes you can't talk to your friends about it because, again, we, especially in the African American community, we got it where it's, you supposed to be strong. Suck it up. No, I just want to cry and I just want to eat and just, I want to eat chocolate chip or what. Oh, I hate.
She hates chocolate, but she want to eat the cookies.
Right, you want to eat the cookies and all of it. You just want to eat and just, you don't want to talk to nobody. You don't want. It's okay to feel like that. Like you feel like that. But again, we're conditioned to think and walk around like it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not affected. It's her loss. It's his loss. No, we have to get okay with saying, listen, my heart is broken. This person hurt me so much. This person hurt me to the core. This person really broke my heart and they were trying to break my spirit. It's okay to say that. Don't stay there, but it's okay to acknowledge that. And sometimes we have to be a better support system for those people instead of saying, I told you so. Here they come with this, man. I told her to leave him alone. I told him to leave him alone. Sometimes we got to just close our mouths and just listen to people and just help them get through, because you just never know. You may be saving them from a mental break because you don't know what they endured during that relationship. A lot of it does not have to be physical, but people mentally abuse people verbally abuse them, people go through, self-esteem, your self-esteem being torn down. It's so many different things that people deal with in relationships that sometimes you just need an ear. But again, if you feel like your situation is too much for your family and friends to deal with, don't be afraid to reach out to a professional to get some help, because it's okay. I am saying, Jay is saying, the Jaye Spot is saying, it is okay to talk to a professional, because again, sometimes these people can hurt you so that you just like, man, I'm just at a loss for words, because this right here, this is some bull. I ain't even seen this bull coming. They done had me go through all these changes and all this other bull crap. For what? Just for it to end like this, or for all of this to happen the way it happened, whatever the reason is, it's okay if you need to reach out to a professional and say, you know what, I'm gonna need to get some help. So again, don't be afraid to reach out for some help. And speaking of reaching for help, our final hot topic. Now, this is exciting. Which would you prefer? Would you prefer to be surprised with an engagement ring? Oh, he's ready to propose. Do you want him to surprise you with the ring, or do you want to pick your ring out and say, you know what, this right here, if we ever got to the point where we serious, this right here, I want you to do this part right here. This is what I want.
I would love to do that one. If the second one, this right here, I wouldn't want him to say, babe, I want to propose to you, but I want, let's go through the rings that you want. I wouldn't want that. Because I would want you to have some type of, idea of, I want to show you or give you hints on ideas of what I want, because you and I have talked about engagement. So if we've talked about engagements and talked about us being married or whatever, then and we go jewelry shop on one day and be like, babe, just in case you decide to, want to pop that question, in this area, this is the styles that I want, or I wouldn't mind a surprise, but I would hope that you would get what I want. I don't want you to get me the ring cut that you want, or you get me some material that I'm allergic to because you wanted to get me that. Because, don't do that. Don't get me no Cupid's zirconian because I'm allergic to that. So I'm going to know that you got me that. my skin will break out. So I'll know exactly. It's like kryptonite to me. I can't do it. So I'll know.
So now I don't know if I'm kind of weird on this, but.
Hey, King Ralph.
I don't want a ring.
You want some property?
listen, we can do the houses. We can. I'm not
That's
even gonna say
supposed to
matching
happen.
cars or nothing,
I
but
want a matching
I'm
car.
not. I'm not really a materialistic person. So whatever it is, I would accept whatever it is that he gave me, because, like, if you know me and getting to know me, he's gonna know, like, man, she gonna be pretty easy with whatever it is that I get her, because
She gonna get you one of the little poodles, little dog.
oh yeah, that's
Look,
so
she got
heavy. Like, yeah, we can get the little teacup dog. Like,
and then on a note, it's gonna be a note on it. And it's gonna say, "Will you marry me?"
oh my God, that would be such the bomb. That would
And
be
then all your family and friends gonna say, "Where was your ring at?" Oh, he did. It's this note right here.
right. It's the little dog. Oh my goodness,
The
that
dog
would be
is my engagement ring, but it craps though.
that would be
Your ring craps.
so cute, and that would be so different. It would be so me. It's like, okay, listen, you.
So now they know. Mr. Right knows now, because I've said it. So when you start dating this dude, or whoever she's dating now, and then
and
and
it's like, the thing
and
is,
he comes with this toy dog. No, then just say wait, and you call me girl.
Man,
then
that would
say,
be
come on.
so
Okay,
exciting, like, because
it.
it's something different and it's something new. So it's like, if he asked me what kind of ring I want, I would, be like, okay, I really don't want a ring. If you want me to have a ring, whatever it is that you want me to have, I'm fine with it, because it's not a big deal to me. Like, I'm not, oh, bam, I got this. I'm just not that person. I'm not that person. There's so many other things that I can feel like, okay, you want to get me something that I'm going to like and cherish, or, be proud of, then we can discuss what those things are. But it's not a ring, but I'll take the ring because that's what people do traditionally or whatever. But I'm just like, I don't, I can give a crap less about the ring. I mean, the proposal, make it nice, and just that gotta be
that doggy one. That's what Miss Kelly Webb said, that it would be an instant yes. And she was like, definitely that part for the toy cup, the teacup dog. Now,
would be so, oh my God, that would be so cute. I mean, because I've been one, and I said, Lord, please let me get a dog. I promise another dog.
Edward,
I'm gonna do right. Oh, I would.
Edward. Oh
yes,
God,
I was watching, when you said that about the ring proposal, I instantly thought of his
that
dog.
Doggy.
My God,
she reminds you, but she's cute. But she's
very cute, and she's smart. I'm just like, smart. Oh my
What's
God,
that movie?
Dog.
And she puts you in the mind frame of that one girl that's flying all over the country to find Mr. Right, so she has all these flights or whatever. She's an airline.
The flight first bag or some baggage
claim. So when she gets with Tay Diggs and he tells Choo Choo, whatever name is, stop, Choo Choo, stop, go pee. And then the dog goes to go pee and stuff. And she was like, sit, Choo Choo, sit or whatever. And she sits down. And then I'm like, golly, every little command, she was on it.
I would see, now that
was cute. Though.
See, that would have me floored. That would have oh my goodness. Like, I would just love something like that. Like I say, just something. Let's do something that symbolizes who we are as a couple. Like, we don't have to.
We're gonna take you to the tattoo parlor.
Oh, I'm done with the tattoo. Well, you know what? We probably can get a little. You know what? Listen, I mean, these tattoos are.
I want a man of mine. I want a tattoo of my man piece.
I ain't get. And let's listen. If my last name is different, then we can get tattoos. But
is it whatever I want to get?
Yeah, if we married, you my husband, I'm down for it.
I can pick out whatever tattoo I want to pick out.
I'm down for it. I'm not saying you can put it anywhere, but you can listen, we can put it in some discreet places, wherever between.
Probably put his penis print like right there on the
that's okay. You my husband.
Like
that's my husband. We can do that, but we're not dating and putting no tattoos nowhere on. I'm not about to have the whole West Side up my back and all. We ain't doing all that. But we can do something that will definitely symbolize who we are as a couple, because I'm like, every couple is different and every couple is unique. So I'm like, man, and everybody, listen, here's the thing. when we in a relationship and we together, everybody gonna know. Now you know she crazy. Now you already know. And so we gonna be doing that. So we gonna be cute and crazy together. They gonna be like, yeah, y'all crazy. Yeah, that is y'all. That is something that y'all can get away with doing. Only y'all can get away with doing that. That's the type of love that I gotta have. Like, we just gonna be quirky together and we just gonna be rocking out and we not worried about what nobody else say because we living according to our own rules and we making it up as we go. We doing what makes us happy, and that's what we doing. Guess what? In 2021. So guys, listen, we're gonna take a short musical break. And when we return, we're getting into our topic tonight. You know I didn't want kids. You're listening to the Jaye Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time.
Hello, my name is MCB. Brainstorm. Won't you get your feelings hurt? So you wanna be loved by me. Hello, my name is MCB. Brainstorm. Hoping that you would come back home or call me.
Welcome back to the Jaye Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time, on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay. And sitting next to me, we have my host, my partner in crime, sizzling, sexy, simply E, author, actress, businesswoman, playwright, sex getter. Hey E, how you doing?
Girl.
Ain't no sunshine when she's home. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Really? You guys, listen, thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, go to our page and like our page at the Jaye Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at Jaye Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the Jaye Spot Radio, and Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Guys, listen, tonight we're talking about this statement that just makes my behind itch. You know, I didn't want kids.
You know
what kind of bull? Whenever I have heard that statement, I'm just like, you know what? Listen, you're not gonna have no kids if you're not doing the do. Okay, so I don't understand how y'all dropping all kind of DNA up in these chicks. She gets pregnant, and the first thing you holler, she know, I ain't want no kids.
I ain't want no kids.
Wait, how is that possible?
Cause
how is that
they got
possible?
Too much stuff nowadays that you could have took right after I skeeted all up in you, made it rain inside to prevent all that from happening. So you know I ain't want no kids.
So I'm gonna need you, sir, to be a little bit more proactive and just listen. Don't even enter the dragon. Like, I don't understand.
The dragon, baby, it's hot.
You can't go deep sea diving without the mask on and the scuba diving stuff. You can't go diving like that. And then the next breath you hollering, she know I ain't want no kids. Wait, why are we engaging in activity like this and then saying, you know, I don't want no kids? What did you think was gonna happen?
And even if it's sperm and pre-cum, so even if you're screwing me and then you still do that pull-out method and then you ejaculate, but there's still traces of sperm in the pre-cum in the semen.
Exactly. So it's just like, and this is why I don't understand this statement. You know, I didn't want kids, because here's the thing: if you don't want kids, the only surefire way is, listen, stop doing the nasty. Don't do the horizontal mumbo, because again, if you're doing it, there is a chance.
I'm
not pointing the blame. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not doing any of that. But what I want to know is, when you having sex and y'all getting ready to get into it, who is responsible for supplying the protection for sexual encounters? Who's responsible? Who should be like, pop that thing on, or here, you know what? Hey, take that for the road. You know, hey, take this one. You know how it looks and how your little vitamins there, them Plan B vitamins. Like, whoa, all right, wait. Pop this before you go. Who's responsible for protection?
He is.
Is he?
Yeah. Yup. He know his penis size and stuff. If he ain't want no baby, he know what size he wear. I don't know what size you wear them no condoms. You say I done seen them dudes buy a Magnum and they be so short. You can't put a Magnum on something this long. Just don't do that. You must just give me that Magnum so I turn to a water balloon. Cause and I be like, for real. Oh wow. So no, don't do. But it's your job to get the right size. It's not my job to get the right size for you. Because I'm going to the store and I'm gonna get a Magnum because that's the lie that told the lie. And then you got that big old sock down there like we back in high school and stuff, like you all the way down to your knees, and you ain't even past your little fat roll right underneath your belly. So no.
So who do you all feel should supply? I think that both parties are responsible for protecting themselves in sexual encounters, both. So she should make sure she peeled up or whatever she doing over there, shot up, whatever. And he should make sure he's, he got his raincoat and everything. And hey, we ready. We ready for war.
We make it rain on them.
Even with that, you got to understand, it's not always 100%. They tell you that. See, this is, again, it goes back to why I don't understand how people can make this comment and you're having sex, because they're letting you know, even though you're doing this, it's not 100%. Even though you're doing this, it's not 100%. Ish happens. So, ladies, would you have unprotected sex with a man that is clearly letting you know he does not want any kids? He don't want no kids, but he don't want to strap it up. Would you have unprotected sex with him? And he's saying, because here's the thing, why are we even doing this when you and I both know that there's a possibility? So, okay, so she take the pill, but again, if you hollering you don't want kids, but you not using protection, you good sir, you want kids.
You tell him that's a subliminal message. He's subliminally telling you that he really does want children.
Exactly, because I don't understand any other way. It's like you cannot possibly mean what you say. You can't say you don't want any kids in this breath, but then in the next, you up in there and you just like you explored all of her anatomy with no protection, and you're like, and then she get pregnant, and you like, well, I didn't want kids. How is that possible? You're there. You willingly went there without any protection, and you asking her, is she on something? She like, no, I'm not. And y'all still
I was on you.
And you still proceed forward. But now, she got pregnant. No, you the one.
We got pregnant. Right. Don't be married because we all got pregnant.
And now listen, fellas, that same scenario. Would you have unprotected sex with a woman and you don't want kids? Would you? You know that you don't want kids.
And I bet that they know they don't want any more children. But they didn't even trust the fact that, like we both been tested or whatever. So they was cool on that. But they didn't even trust the fact that my tubes are tied. They were like, no.
Right.
All right, we was in the heat of the moment. He was like, let me check my drawer. Hold on, I gotta go to the gas station. I was like, seriously? I thought that stuff only exists in like TV, but no. And dude went to the gas station and stuff. He got him some pecan, we got some prophylactics. We brought it back to his house. He left me there, in the house by myself. I was like, okay. And he put it on. I guess he was surprisingly able to still maintain that erection from the ride.
Oh yeah, he's like, listen, I'm gonna get that. Look, pop that thing.
He was like, I'm ready to go, and I was like, I have my, my tubes are tight. He was like, yeah, no, I'm ready to go. I was like, wow, I was shocked. I was impressed.
So now here's the thing. So now, what if using protection, okay, and she still got pregnant?
That was God.
How would you handle that situation? How would you handle that situation? You're using protection and she's using protection, but she still got pregnant.
He said it ain't his. I bet it wasn't me. I guess it wasn't me.
So with the and you find out it's yours. Like you using protection, it's legitly yours,
girl. But I've been taking Tic Tacs. You supposed to be taking, girl. I thought that was the same thing because my doctor had just said, just put some up in there when you think you're running out. So that's what I had did.
Listen, I know some good girlfriends of mine have gotten pregnant on these birth controls. And they're real birth controls, and they're like, now
that was God.
So it's like, how do you handle that situation? Like, clearly, I didn't want kids. I'm like, okay, well, dude, I didn't want no kids either. But now here we are with this.
Then you do what Florida Evans did. Damn. That's what you do.
So here's the thing. I mean, can we just put this to rest? The only sure way, listen, to know that you not having no kids, just don't do it.
Don't listen to her.
Do not do the horizontal mumbo.
You can do it.
But if you do it, just know that you are taking a chance. Anytime you're taking a chance and we're going to get rid of this, that I didn't want no kids. Because if you don't want kids, then you shouldn't be having sex.
I was told that one by one of them idiots. And he gonna say, I didn't want to have kids. I was like, when we both was having sex without a condom, you didn't stop to get no condom. We was in the foreplay aspect. There's plenty of ways to get a condom. And I don't take, the birth control pills and all that medicine up in me. I don't believe in all that. So I don't take that. So clearly you must wanted to have one because you ain't even try to pull out method. You was just in it to win it, honey. So, and I'm for the murder. So come on, we too grown. We really don't even know each other well.
Do we two children? Right.
It's a little too late now.
And how do we make that statement where we really don't know each other? Clearly we know each other well enough. We know each other real well. You trust me enough to enter my body without any protection, and I trust you enough to let you into my body without any protection. We know all we need to know about each other at this point. We know more than enough about each other if we're at that point. But just to piggyback on what you said, so now how does this work? Now, he's saying he doesn't want any kids because we were talking about this before we came on air. And he's trying to disengage from the act because he knows he's at his point. But she pull him on in and she locked that thing up and she got that super tight grip on him and he can't get up to withdraw like he wants to. And he letting her know, listen, but she gonna take it. Listen, she's going to extract all that he got. And she's not gonna let him go until he has released himself inside of her. And she gets pregnant. Who's responsible in that case? Is the woman responsible? Is the man responsible? Or
yes,
you know what?
Ass was responsible.
How so?
Yes, because she took all his juices. She stole his sperm.
He gave them juices away because he had sex.
He was shooting, and he even said, "Fire in the hole," and she was like, "It sure is gonna be up in this hole." No. And so she locked her little death grips on him and didn't get up.
No, he went in there. He willingly went in there And listen, you play with fire. The old folks told us you play with fire, you get burned. So he carried his end in there. And then you went in there willingly without a raincoat on.
He was about to go up and get a little head. Let's be real. He thought she told him, you know what, I can do some things.
And then when he found out that he was in the Lily of the Valley.
He was in it already.
Right.
So he was like, well.
But why not?
But then he figured, he said, okay, I'm about to do it. Okay. And then she's like, no, you don't do that. That's how that man did me. I couldn't, I had to just stay on his face, just stay there like, so
we gonna say no. It is even in that situation. You are responsible. You are two consenting adults that consented to a sexual act, and so you're both consenting to that sexual act. So you should both be willing to accept whatever the consequences are behind that decision. You gotta be grown enough to accept that responsibility because you participated in the act, and that's it. I want to put this. I didn't want any kids.
No, that's
bullish to jump.
Dude,
to rest.
That's what y'all could do. You better, let her. She probably a little kinky one, especially if you got a little kinky one. Tell her, listen, baby, I like to record myself and having sex. And she real kinky, she'll go. But when she's like that little lockdown, she might be kinky in that lockdown type. So when you record having sex, and then you tell her, I'm about to come get up. And then she says, no. And she locks it down. And you skid all up in her and everything. And now, down the line, she's pregnant. Take her ass to court and sue her. Make sure you have some money so you can get a good lawyer.
I'd love to see how that works.
For theft.
I'd love to see how that works. You gave that thing away.
You was not trying to give it to her. She stole it, and you got it on videotape when that tramp said, no, I'm keeping it. I want it. And you said, no, that's sue her ass for your personal property.
I'd like to see how that works out, but I would say she stole it if she's taking it out the condom that he threw away. Now, I would say
you can't trust nobody.
I would say that she stole it. If she take it out the condom, then she stole it. But
she took it out the penis.
No, he stayed up in there. You shouldn't have went in there. You took your chances. That was you. You did not use your better judgment. So with that being said, we're gonna kill this. I didn't want kids. If you're having sex, then you are taking a chance on having some kids. So listen, guys, we want to thank you so much for tuning in. Please do me a favor, go to our page and like our page at the Jaye Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at Jaye Spot. Also follow us on Instagram at the Jaye Spot Radio. And Jaye is spelled Jaye for all three. Guys, please do me a favor, share the feed, and until next time.
Thank you for hitting the Jaye Spot on IntellectualRadio.com.